one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2 3. 1 2 3. Finish.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
Free smoke.
look. Scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing with admit to me.
That's another root of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, you know? And I think that I fell victim to that in my past, of worrying about things that I can't control. You know, if the people understood what words could do to a human being, especially where we are in today's society, then they wouldn't be invested in that.
Welcome back to another episode. This is insane. Welcome back to another episode of Kicking It with Saint. Just like that. I need a couple seconds. Hold up. So unprofessional. Anyways, how's everybody doing out there, man? I hope everybody's having a dope day, dope afternoon, dope night, whichever point in time you're listening to this. I appreciate you for listening, for checking me out. Today is Saint's birthday. Yes, it is my birthday today. I turned 31. Shout out to me, I guess. I actually forgot it was my birthday today until my sister texted me early as hell this morning as I was asleep and my phone kept vibrating. So I said, man, because my phone was under my pillow because I fell asleep while I was writing. And my phone it kept vibrating. So I finally opened that shit up at like 3 a.m. And she said, happy birthday. And I was like, what the fuck? It ain't my birthday. Oh shit, it is my birthday. Appreciate you. And I went my ass right back to sleep. Then my mama texted me. Then my other sisters texted me. A lot of texts was coming through. So today's show, being that it is a birthday show, and I'm not one to celebrate birthday. Well, I don't celebrate my birthday personally. I only acknowledge it really because it makes other people happy. But we will have a birthday show today, I guess. We're going to talk about what I want to talk about on the show today, since it's a birthday show. And the first thing I want to talk about, because I was on Twitter this weekend, and I've been on Twitch a lot recently because I watch a lot of RDC's Twitches, because one night about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I was bored as hell. I ain't had nothing to do, nothing to watch. So I hopped on Twitch. I was like, I want this RDC. No. I didn't even hop on Twitch. I was on Twitter scrolling. And Mark Phillips, the leader of RDC, he tweeted he gonna be streaming. That we'll see them stream tonight. So I hopped on the stream and somebody gifted me a subscription in the midst of me watching the stream, and I didn't even realize that shit till the next day because they streamed again. So I've been on Twitch a lot because I don't want the person who gifted me that, I don't want it to be wasted basically by not watching the streams. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually just watch the videos on YouTube when they release them on YouTube. But I was like, shit, if somebody gifted me they used their hard-earned money. Bless me. They used their hard-earned money to gift me a stream. To gift me a subscription. They didn't know who they was gifting, but the fact that they gifted that many, because I think they dropped like a 20 I think it was 50 that they gifted, and I was one of the ones who was selected. Shout out to that person. I don't want them to waste their money by not showing up and watching the streams. That's the least I can do if I can do it. So I've been on Twitch a lot lately. And another streamer, I don't want to say that I've really been watching them. I've been peeking in and out. Well, Cinna was doing that Batman stream in the last couple weeks. I think that was like last week or 2 weeks ago. He did the Batman Arkham streams. So I checked that out a little bit. Mostly I watched the clips of that though. And Cinna, I don't know if people know who Cinna is, but Cinna and Valkyrae were doing a sis-a-thon this past week. So a lot of thons going on, because I think Phantom doing a GTA stream or marathon. Could not tell you much about anything else. If it's outside of RDC or AMP, I do not know him. I only know Cinna because she played with Mark on a game, and she interacts with Agent and AMP a lot. So, and I don't even watch AMP, to keep it a whole band with you. I watch their clips. I actually watch RDC. Like I'm a fan of AMP because I'm always rooting for black people, but I am actually legitimately a fan of RDC. Like I actually watch their shows, like everything they put out, I watch basically. I can't say that for AMP, but that's no knock at AMP. Anyways, we're getting distracted. In the midst of all of that though, I've been watching, like I said, I don't want to necessarily say I've been watching a lot, but I've been peeking in and probably been in there for like 5-minute spans, 6-minute spans. I done that here and there because I mean I watched them a little bit when they streamed The Wolf Among Us. That's a game I played a long time ago. But I like watching other people and the decisions they make on those games. Plus, I haven't seen somebody play that in so long. I was like, shit, I ain't got shit else to do. RDC ain't streaming right now. Now, I eventually left that video and ended watching something else, but I just poked my head in there basically to see what was going on. And so that's what has been going on Twitch basically. So Cinna and Valkyrae have been having a sis-a-thon last week. And if you're on Twitter or if you're in this space where this is something that pops up on your timeline, they were attacked yesterday night. And I'm trying to choose my words carefully. They were attacked. I'm really trying to think of what do I want to call this nigga? Because the initial thing in my head was to say some real foul shit. They were attacked by a misguided individual. From the video that I saw, he asked them for their number. They said no. He then attacked them. He tried to fight them. He tried to fight a woman. He then threatened to kill them. They had to retreat and run because they feared for their life, which they should have in that situation. Just a scary situation if you're in that situation. It's a scary situation if you're not in that situation, to be honest. Can be completely honest with you. And as I watch that, and I'm looking at these comments, and for the most part, it's a lot of great comments. People like who truly are empathetic for those about this. For Cinna, Valkyrae, Emily, Rosie. I read the names before. All the people involved in it. I'm looking at the comments, and I don't usually touch on situations like this. Obviously, this is a sports channel. But this one really did something to me when I saw it. So I felt like it's my birthday. So I'm going to talk about what I want to. But I'm looking at the situation, and I'm looking at the people who comment. And the day before, I believe it was, it was a white streamer, a white dude who tweeted, I think his name was Eddieman, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but it was a white guy who a video was posted of a part of the marathon where Cinna, Valkyrae, and Pokimane were sitting there freaking out about a spider. I don't really see the problem with that. If that's not your form of entertainment, you don't have to watch it. Even if it's a clip, you don't have to watch it. You know you don't like these individuals before you watch the clip. You're just watching the clip to piss yourself off, basically. And form a reason as to why, or create this narrative of why they shouldn't, regardless. So a clip was posted and I'm freaking out about a spider. You see, the clip annoyed me because of how loud Pokimane was. It's not that I don't like Pokimane or anything like that. It just hurt my ears. So I clicked off of the clip. I didn't leave a mean comment or anything like that because I didn't see a problem with the video. I just thought it was too loud for my ear. So I clicked off the video. Simple as that. I kept it moving. Well, this guy, and I really hate it when niggas do this because they know they got this army of fucking weirdos who think exactly like them and really worship niggas like this. So that's why they do shit like this and leave comments like this and talk like this. And it's absolutely amazing for a multitude of reasons that I'm going to get to in a few. But this dude left a comment basically talking about how Cinna and and I hate that he did this because I'm going to post a tweet that he posted. If it haven't been deleted, which I'm pretty sure it hasn't been with all the likes, because clout is a drug. 15 minutes of fame is something. But he posted a tweet basically going at Cinna and Valkyrae, saying see the difference between Kai Cinna is he do it better. He ain't doing all this screaming and yada yada yada. He always doing something. He basically was trashing they sets, trashing. He basically told them, you're not better than Kai. I don't understand why people look at you. You're just asking simps for money, yada, yada, yada. Just a very hateful ass comment. And Cinna, rightfully so, responded because she was offended. Niggas always be like, when people leave comments like that, you don't have to respond, yada, yada, yada. My nigga, people are human beings. I don't understand how y'all don't understand. It is very possible to hurt people's feelings. I don't understand why people think that is such a remedial or childish term or childish phrase when somebody say you hurt somebody's feelings. If some of you niggas just, I don't know why we done group that into, oh, you talk like a kid. Just sit back for a second and listen to what somebody is telling you. You hurt their feelings. Like, my nigga, that I don't understand how some people walk around and act the way they do, talk the way they do. What I don't understand what that clip did that made that nigga that mad. I actually do. He saw that clip. He said to themselves, I work so much harder to put great content out there. But he used his anger and put it through Kai. He tried to use Kai as his conduit. I hate that type of shit first off. Because if you really feel a certain way, nigga, use yourself. Because you don't feel this way about Kai. You don't probably give a damn about Kai. You probably don't even watch Kai, my nigga. You just used the big streamer, the one that you knew was going to tick them off when they said it, because Pokimane just had a video on the internet a couple days ago when she was talking about Kai Cinna and women streamers not get. And I understood what she was saying. I don't like that she used Kai Cinna. However, I understood what she was saying. I don't not like that she used Kai Cinna because of a name drop. I don't like that she used him because I knew how people who don't like her were going to take that message. I already knew it. Like, it's just like the goofy niggas who I'm talking about right now is gonna be like, oh, he's simping. They're not gonna fuck you, bro. Niggas use that same two lines. That's how I know you niggas ain't fucking nothing. You keep talking about she not gonna fuck you, bro. Nigga, you're not fucking anything. Like, what are we talking about right now? So, as I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this dude's comment and I'm looking at I'm looking at Cinna's response, because I think Cinna is a cool streamer. I don't believe, as I watch some of the days, I think I watch probably a good 20 minutes every single day of their Sisathon. Is it a marathon that I would have watched for longer than what I just told you? Probably not, but I wasn't hating on their stream at any point in time. It wasn't the entertainment that entertained me. Do I look at that and say they don't deserve what they have? They're lazy. They're not real streamers. They're just simping people from. No. Do y'all even? I'm at the point where the hatred that some of these dudes have for women is so alarming. It's so scary. Like, y'all niggas, I always say you niggas need help, but you niggas truly need something else, because I don't know how gay you can be to where you hate women this much because you don't realize that you are gay. Because I don't know how you can't be gay acting like this. I really don't. A woman having this type of success shouldn't anger you this way. Those 3 women doing in that clip, that shouldn't have angered you that way. That shouldn't have been the response that you had for that tweet. It makes absolutely no sense that could have heated you up like that. And my problem with tweets like that is all of the likes that it gets. This is why I always have a problem with Twitter, because it's some of the most ignorant tweets. Like, I saw a tweet this weekend where this young lady she tweeted a picture of Fiona, the ogre from Shrek. And she said, I think she tweeted, "This is me," or "We look just alike." And some nerd ass nigga who don't even have a profile picture tweeted, "You uglier than an ogre." And like nearly 400,000 people liked that tweet. I don't understand where we have gotten to as humans, where it is popular to be negative, to be mean, just to straight up be mean-hearted niggas because your life is miserable. Oh, my life is going bad. And the worst part is some of these niggas' life ain't even going that bad. They're kids. They're in middle school and high school. Their life haven't even really started yet. And this is how these niggas talk to people on the internet, because they can't be touched. Because I'm at the point where these niggas need to be touched. Somebody need to beat these niggas' ass. That's not only because your parent clearly your parents are not raising you properly anymore. That's where I'm at. Respect is not being taught in the house, because a respectful nigga is not going to jump on the internet and attack a stranger like this. It's just not going to happen. And when you're a grown ass adult, meaning you in college and shit like that, you too old to be doing ignorant shit like this. You too old to be doing hateful shit like this. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to ignore things that you don't like. Even though I think it's very weird that a woman posting something like that would bother you that much. And this nigga tweeted. He tweeted why he tweeted something like this and said egos. And then there was other niggas in the comments just like him. And this is my problem. This toxic male masculinity that has been paraded by people in the government, these YouTubers, these influencers, so many different dudes in this male space and this in male dominated spaces, and even spaces that's not male dominated. They have been able to act a certain way, talk to people and women a certain way, and it's looked at by these young niggas. And I'm not just talking about little black people. I'm talking about all young dudes as, oh, that's what a man is. That's what I look at to a man. He can fuck anything he want. Like, I'm looking at niggas on Twitter talk about how fine another man's wife, and telling, not even how fine, showing off other men's wives, saying, oh, that nigga L, he could have dated anybody he wanted to, and he dated her. This how I know you niggas are squares. How are you praising a nigga? How are you talking crazy about a nigga who actually is fucking something, and you at home fucking nothing? I don't understand this. Like, these niggas that y'all put on these pedestals also who talk crazy about women, who trash, like, bro, how brain dead do you have to be to praise a nigga like Andrew Tate? Or them fresh and fit niggas? How depraved of, I just don't understand. And I don't understand how these different social media sites, how these different like Twitches and YouTubes and stuff like this allow these things to happen. If they wanted to, they could stop it. I've been on Twitter a lot. It's funny how all of the ads are basically pro Donald Trump ads. That's not an accident. But they can't, for some reason, people keep confusing this freedom of speech thing. Freedom of speech just means you have the ability to talk and speak your mind. That does not mean that consequences don't come for those things that you say. I don't understand why people continue to confuse that. Just like the right to bear arms does not give you the right to just go out there and kill niggas. Like, I'm so confused. Stupid people interpret things however they choose to fit what they want it to fit. That is just as simple as that. The behavior and the hatred that these weird ass individuals have been allowed to display to women is exactly why what happened Saturday happened to Cinna and them. Because these niggas, and I keep saying it, because the biggest group, make no mistake about it, it's black dudes that do this. It is Mexicans, Latinos, Chinese, Asian, all of the type of dudes, young niggas is doing this. But it's always led by white dudes because they have a God complex. I don't know what it is about the ignorant white man that makes the average minorities want to join behind this nigga. I really don't. Especially when you see all the downfalls of these niggas lately. And niggas still latch on. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This white dude got to jump on Twitter and berate Cinna and Valkyrae for no reason. There was no, and then you got niggas in the comment section who keep commenting trying to make it seem like it's valid criticism. You niggas don't even watch the streams for one. So I'm confused as how you have this much hatred for streams you don't watch. I told y'all a while ago, it's a certain nigga that hate women because they can't get them. And they know that. And so a couple things happen after they know that. For one, they probably done been ignored or rejected, or their existence has not been acknowledged by said individual. So they have to go to the extremes to get acknowledgement by those individuals. Do you think this weird ass nigga Edmund, if he were in front of Cinna and them, would talk to them like that? Treat them like that? Because I don't. I believe this is a performative thing he did for Twitter. I believe he is a piece of shit. Make no mistake about it. Because pieces of shit have no problem broadcasting their ignorance. But when they have to meet you face to face, that is a completely different story. That is a completely different story. You think he got that type of energy if Cinna and Valkyrae is somewhere with some niggas who actually respect women? You think he... You see, that's my problem. You niggas are in the comment section, and that's really my thing. Because you niggas in the comment section acting like these are porn stars trying to make money and asking niggas for money. That's not what's happening. They're not half-ass naked on a camera. They're not doing things to just... Most of they fans ain't even men. I done seen the chats. I done seen they comment sections. Nigga, that's a lot of women. The things that they talk about and the things... I am so confused as how you niggas treat these women as if they are some type of prostitutes or porn stars or something. I don't understand that. What they do is targeted for a certain section of people, whether it be men or women. Mostly women, but there are also men who enjoy what they do. I support what they do because I support black people. I keep telling you that. Cinna's a nigga. So I support it. And shout out to Ray too. And shout out to Pokemon. I like seeing motherfuckers make money, man. They earn this. And then that's another thing. You got these niggas in the comment section talking about they get to jump on streams and do this for money and I gotta go work. Nigga, that's your life. You didn't see they grind. You wasn't there when they was grinding. You did not have to be in those work. You didn't have to work the jobs they worked. You didn't live the life they lived. So for you to keep saying, oh, they don't have to work hard, they just get handed money. Nigga, shut up, bro. You letting your insecurity show like a stripper, my nigga. Shut up. Like, that's the problem. You niggas are not being told to shut the fuck up and man up. You niggas keep getting validated for your bitch assness. And I'm getting sick and tired of that shit. Like, you niggas get to walk around acting like a bunch of bitches and a bunch of group of niggas who a bunch of bitches validate your bitch assness. I'm sick of that shit. You niggas keep talking about man, the new man. Anytime I hear niggas talk about alpha, beta, and all that shit, I know the type of nigga you are. Who talks like that? Like, I am so baffled by the niggas you niggas choose to follow. The things that you try to say is what a man is. So a man can't take rejection. And this is what alpha male. Because these niggas done convinced you that you can have any woman you want to. That you are the prize. That you should be. And I'm not telling you that men shouldn't say that they the prize. I believe men and women both should think they the prize. But the way you niggas think is, I'm the one who you should be grateful to have. If I want you, you should say yes. That's the only reason a nigga like that would go do what he did on Saturday night or Sunday night to Cinna and Ray and them. That's the only reason. And this type of energy is egged on and boosted because niggas is allowed to talk to these women the way they do. They keep being allowed to belittle them and down them and try to make it seem as if they don't work hard too. It was no reason for this nigga to bring up Kai. He just let his own insecurities show. And then when they get on there and they defend themselves, it's, oh, look at them crying. And when somebody else comes and defends them, it's, oh, look at them simping. You'll never be in that position because you are what you are. You think the way you think. You treat people the way you treat people. And it's very confusing to me because I already know you niggas don't get no pussy. That's very clear to me because I know how niggas who get pussy act and I know how niggas who don't act. And you niggas act like a bunch of don't get pussy ass niggas. What's very alarming to me though is a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Every bird gets its nut. All right. That's life. So I know you niggas is gonna come across a woman who is stupid enough to lay down with you. Because that's what she is. At that very moment, she will have been stupid enough to lay down with you. But a couple things can happen. She can change your life or you're going to make hers very miserable because the only thing that can save you is her coming in your life and changing you and making you realize how fucking stupid you have been and acted. And I hate that it's going to take that for you, you lonely ass niggas. But that's the only reason you're acting like this. Because the fact that you don't, and it's so wild because you niggas came from women. Women birthed you niggas. They carried you. And this is how you niggas talk and treat women because you done had reject. I saw a nigga on Twitter this weekend who posted him riding in the car with his girl and he going through her phone saying that she done cheated on him. And him saying, I'll never trust a bitch again. I'll never trust a bitch again. My nigga, for one, why did you post that on Twitter? 2, what did you want? An army of hurt niggas to jump to your defense and call her a bitch and say, this where you focus up, bro. It's your time now. You getting it. You niggas are lame. You niggas are You niggas are a bunch of dweebs, bro. You niggas are a bunch of dweebs. That is not the only woman in the world, my nigga. The fact that you see so little in yourself that you think that it's not another woman out there that you can end up with is on you, my nigga. I say the same thing when it come to women. You got no reason to keep running back to a nigga that keep hurting you, who keep doing you dirty. It's a million niggas out there. It's a mental problem to continue to go back to niggas that hurt you, to continue to go back to people that hurt you. It's so many people out here on this planet, bro. I understand we scared to start over. That's just what gotta happen. You don't turn into this evil ass person that just hate women. You're gonna have a daughter one day, possibly. God forbid you have a son one day who fall in love with somebody. This is how you want them to. This is how you want them to see you. This is what will you think in those moments when your son falling in love with somebody? And I did not mean to say what I was about to say. Hopefully he fall in love with somebody. I was finna fuck them sentences way up. Boy, I was about to get canceled. But hopefully he fall in love with somebody. And let's say it's a woman. You want him to treat his woman the way you treat women. Or let's say you pass that phase of your life. You're married. You happily married. You respect women now. You see what the love of a woman have done to you. But now your son talking and treating women on the internet the way you used to. I don't understand this. Everybody done been hurt. So a woman hurt me is no excuse to treat these women the way y'all treat them, to talk to them the way you talk to them, to belittle them at every single turn. They work hard too. I don't understand this judging who worked the hardest. It makes no sense. And to you niggas out there who clearly are fatherless and continue to choose to follow niggas who clearly don't respect women. Nigga, you still got time. Them grown ass niggas still acting like that. You still got time. This shit ain't cute. This shit ain't cool. Shit, I hate women who be agreeing with you goofy ass niggas. Cause clearly mentally something off with them too. The only reason something like that could happen is, now obviously this could happen anywhere in the world. This could happen to anybody, but this was clearly a targeted attack. He felt like they owed him. Not even that they owed him. When he asked them for that number, you have to give that to me. I'm one of the reasons you big. Yada, yada, yada. Creep ass nigga. That type of energy, that type of lack of respect for a woman, that's egged on by you goofy ass niggas on the internet who act and talk the same way on the internet. It's disgusting. I don't know who raised you niggas. They did not do a good job. I hope Cinna, Ray, Emily, Rosie, and all of the ones involved are okay. I saw, as I was preparing for this, a notification popped up that Cinna had gone live and she was crying and whatnot. She was trying to hold back tears and whatnot. And I just felt for her in that moment, because I'm like, that's an experience you never want to go through. You never want to feel like you can't walk around in public. And I saw somebody say, you're too big to not have security. My nigga, she is still young. She want to experience. She don't want to have to go everywhere. She ain't Beyonce, motherfucker. She ain't thinking she got to bring security everywhere. She not thinking niggas is really out here creeped out like this. I mean, clearly she know this could happen, but you don't never think this can happen to you until it happens to you. So the way y'all niggas turn victims into the ones who are like the problem is crazy. Like, the victim blaming is wild. I don't get it. It's not even legitimate points like I made last time I was talking about Buddy and Steve Smith. And I wasn't even victim blaming. I just did not like that he posted that shit on Twitter. Ultimately, I agreed that he was the one dirty. So this ain't even about me. I wasn't even wrong in that situation. You niggas are straight up trying to victim blame. Why didn't you have security? Oh, you broke niggas just say the wildest shit. I hope Cinna and Ray and Ray is Valkyrae. I hope Cinna, Ray, and all of them are okay. But obviously, well, not just okay as in physically. I hope mentally this does not. Because I know, man, when you have shit like this happen to you, when you have different things that throw just things that you never imagined was going to happen to you, that take a toll on you mentally. Some people think you fine because physically you all right, but mentally, and I hate when people try to be like, well, I would have been past it by now. Nigga, it's not you. And to the people who keep trying to say, oh, this might be staged, they planned it. Bro, go to hell, bro. Y'all niggas, it's no saving niggas like you. I don't even think the love of a woman could save some of you niggas, to be honest. Because clearly the love from your moms didn't do nothing. Because I refuse to believe all y'all mamas is out here raising y'all to be these not shit niggas. No way. No way, no how. And if y'all fathers are in y'all lives and they not teaching y'all how to move on after being hurt, Jesus Christ, I don't understand what's making you niggas flock to the wrong niggas. Y'all niggas gonna go through y'all whole life just masturbating and getting fucked by niggas, basically, verbally, mentally, and physically at some point in time, because that's how gay I think you niggas are at this point. Like, the way some of you niggas, like, bro, and I hate it when y'all young niggas be like, yeah, but my homeboys, me, bro, I am 31. Back then, when I was coming up, man, nigga, it wasn't nothing closer to me and my boys. But me and my boys like getting pussy. So me and my boys also stepped out on each other and wasn't around each other all the time because we wanted pussy. We wasn't trying to fuck each other. We knew it was an extent to our brotherhood. We still needed a girl, a wife, a girlfriend, a woman. Like, you niggas are weird. You niggas just want to be around your boys all the time. Oh, my homeboy looks so good. Like, that's how y'all sound to me. When y'all be gassing each, like, it's one thing to glaze. You niggas just straight up be dick sucking each other on Twitter, bro. That's all y'all do. And in real life. Like, you niggas are weirdos. I don't know what happened that got you niggas acting like this. The worst eras in history of you young niggas at this point gotta be the era of racists, like all the way back in the day before I was even born. But then I'm almost certain this one right here is the next worst, because you niggas are annoying, bro. This hatred y'all got for women is unreal. It's unmatched. It's unmatched. That's exactly why I knew that Kamala wasn't winning. Too many men out here hate women. Even it's men out here married to women who hate women. They just see them as a tool, as their property or something like that. It's insane to me. I don't know where you got to go wrong mentally to have this type of thought process, this type of way of thinking. I don't know. I said the same thing, two different ways just right there. But yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm just thinking to myself, the way these niggas, clearly these is young niggas, because no nigga out there with kids who know he could possibly have a daughter or has a daughter is going to look at that video and find some type of pleasure in it. Find some type of joy in it. That's sick. You niggas are sick. And a bunch of sick ass niggas on the internet validate your fucking sickness. Because those niggas are sick too. It's absolutely unbelievable. This is why I said a couple weeks ago, I understand exactly why women say they hate men. I get it. I 100% understand it. Because boy, some of you niggas truly are dirt. T. Higgins has officially been tagged. He even tweeted about it. So he can't be tagged again by the Cincinnati Bengals after this year. Ian Rappaport tweeted that the goal is to re-sign T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Trey Hendrickson. Man, shut up. Shut up, Ian. I like Ian Rappaport, but shut up. You telling me right now the Bengals finna tie up that much money in Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins? That's what they finna do. They saw how bad that defense was this year. Even with the defense being bad, they had games because they're going to have easy schedule this year again because they finished in the place they finished in. So they'll have an easier schedule than the Ravens and the Steelers and the Chiefs and the Bills. So they'll have cupcakes on that schedule again like they do the last couple years when they finished third or in the division. But shit, they finished fourth last year. I mean, the year before last. But my thing is, for the because Ian Rappaport's tweet just makes no sense to me. You're going to pay those three after you just saw how bad the defense was. Even when the defense played decent this year, the offense still didn't do certain things at times. I don't understand. I just don't understand. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I'm not going to spend really a lot of time on it at all because I already had a show come out about this where I broke all of this down. But yeah, I just don't understand it. It was something that just happened in the NBA. What is it? What am I forgetting right now? It's not the NBA. It's Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel got traded to the Washington Commanders. I like that trade. I don't think Deebo is a top echelon receiver. I don't really think he is a great receiver, to be honest with you. But I do think, to me, Deebo is a great gadget. And I don't mean that disrespect. Wes Welker. He is a better version of Wes Welker. A modern, I don't even know if I want to say better. He a modern day Wes Welker. He faster. Wes Welker was a great catcher too. They both pretty much, I think, the same. I like Deebo. I think with this offense, the creativeness in this offense, the way he was used. Now, if he get used exclusively as a receiver, I don't know if I'm going to agree with that, but maybe he'll shock people and show that he is actually a true receiver. I don't look at Deebo as like I look at, and it's not even because he's short, because Zay Flowers is not the tallest receiver, but he is very clearly a receiver. There's a lot of different things he can do, but Zay Flowers is a great route runner. He's great at creating separation, got great hands. Like, it is a lot of the things you say that you want a receiver to be great at, he is great at. I do not think Deebo is great at any area at. This is an interesting one because I do think this is a great trade. I do think this was a good trade. I think this is a weapon, specifically because you don't need him to be the number one receiver for you. As long as Deebo don't need, I don't really even want him to be my number two receiver, to be honest. I want him to be the dude who is consistently unaccounted for because I have two dudes who are better at the receiver, pure being a receiver to him. Like, I think having Christian McCaffrey, having George Kittle, having Brandon Ayuk, having all those different pieces around you, I think that played well for Deebo, and I'm making it sound like I think Deebo is a bum, and that is not the case. Deebo is a wide receiver. I just think that, you know what? I am judging him based off of what I've seen from him in the Kyle Shanahan system, but I'm actually willing to wait and see what he can do with the Commanders, because I want to see how Cliff Kingsbury use him. Like, obviously the number one receiver over there is Terry McLaurin, but you got Jaden Daniels now. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be able to do some things with Deebo. That's why I think it's a good trade, because as good as the system is for the 49ers, Brock Purdy ain't better than Jaden. What I think Jaden will be able to do with Deebo is going to be better than what Deebo was doing in San Francisco. And I don't think that necessarily means they're just going to exclusively have him going out running routes. Like, I think he going to be one of those dudes who, like, the digs, the run after the catch, you know, the crazy, all the different type of unique ways they use guys like Deebo. I think that's going to get pushed up even more. But I do think he's going to get used a lot as a receiver in, like, because Deebo is a receiver at the end of the day. But I think he'll play a lot of slot while he in Washington. It's just the way that I'm envisioning him being used at the very moment. I don't think he gonna, like, so the way they use Terry McLaurin obviously is not how they're going to use Deebo. But I think because they added Deebo, it's gonna give Terry, like, you can't double team Terry every play now. You have to account for Deebo. I can't even remember the other receiver over there, but they got another stud receiver. I can't remember his name at the moment, but the Commanders basically have 3 good receivers now. You got your 1 and your 2, and now Deebo, to me, he can, because some people will believe that Deebo is a number 2. I just think this gives them to me, what the Commanders didn't have compared to what the Eagles and the 49ers and the Lions and the Vikings and the Bucks. They didn't have as much offensive talent as those teams have. Now you add Deebo Samuels, and you continue to put in offensive pieces just like all these other teams in the NFC. That's really why I like this move, because it's never going to hurt to give Jaden another great piece. As much as I don't think like Deebo would have been like I think Devontae Adams right now is a better get than Deebo. However, Deebo is a great add for a Washington team that, to me, had to rely too heavily on Terry McLaurin at times. I like Austin Eckler, but I've been saying this since he was a Charger. He is not a legitimate running back to me. Like, he should be running they should always be running a 2 running back set, because Austin Eckler is more of a, like, he a better receiving running back, in my opinion, than he really is a actual run through the tackles, like, consistent, give him 25 carries a game and he gonna get you around 80, 100 yards. I don't really think Austin Eckler is that type of running back, to be completely honest with you. I think he's more of a playmaker type of running back that you keep bringing out of the backfield to make extra plays. I think the Commanders have to invest in and even if he is the running back for the future, you have to invest. I'm not talking about Austin Eckler. I'm talking about in this running back that you invest in. You have to invest in a legitimate run through the tackles. You can give him 20 plus carries a game. And the carries that you don't give him, it's like a Justice Hill, Derrick Henry type of system. Justice Hill also can carry the ball, but you use him more as a dude who can go out and cut and catch the passes, who can do the screens, who is a explosive type of running back. So you can do a lot different things with him. Whereas Derrick Henry is your traditional run through the tackles, give him 20 plus carries a game. He going to get you 100 plus 80 to 100 yards a game. I don't think that's Austin Eckler. And I think if they got that for Jaden Daniels, and I'm not saying get rid of Austin Eckler, because I think it's value in having Austin Eckler. But to me, the problem with the Chargers for all those years was they kept believing that because of all those big numbers they put up over there offensively, I don't think they ever realized that Austin Eckler is not a legit, I don't even like saying legitimate running back. He is not the type of running back that they needed. Like, not by himself. That's why I was very confusing when the Dallas had Zeke and Tony and said, nah, we good on Zeke. We got Tony. Tony is not the type of running back that can, and I think Tony Pollard just had a good year with Tennessee. But for Dallas at the time, that was not what you needed. So for me, you know, this is a little different. I like this move. I think and there's a lot of people that's critical of Deebo. There's a lot of people who say Deebo can't do this. He can't do that. I think you put Deebo over there with Jay, because that's, to me, what's important. The more weapons you give Jay and Daniels, the better your offense is going to be anyways. Because now you can't double team Terry, or you can't just focus in on Terry McLaurin. You have other big name established players, because regardless of what you feel or think about Deebo, he is an established playmaker. You just gave Jaden Daniels an established playmaker. Deebo can make explosive plays. We done seen it all throughout his career. Deebo is a great player. You give him that. I think the next people, now obviously it's some moves that they can make on the defense, but I think the Commanders are gonna I think when they enter the season next year, they will be a highly talented team, especially if they can get I don't know how much you're really gonna get for Jonathan Allen, the DT that they're trying to trade. Like, I don't know if you get higher than probably a third or a fourth. If I don't see a second or a first at this point. They should have traded him when he was high, but that was a different ownership group. And I said this like 2 years ago before they got a new owner. I don't understand the purpose. When they had Ron Rivera, I kept saying it. He a defensive coordinator. He a defensive minded coach. But Deron Payne, they have one of the more talented type of defensive lines. But we never looked at the Commanders the way we looked at the Eagles when their defense was good, or the Ravens when their defense was good, or any of these defenses that we look at in the last couple of years as being great defenses that come through in big moments and make big plays and have the turnovers and yada, yada, yada. We never thought that about Ron Rivera's defense. But go look at the talent that he had. That's why I kept saying, yo, you are wasting. What is the purpose of having a defensive-minded head coach if all of this talent defensively is not making you one of the top teams in the league? Because there was enough talent on that team in a weak-ass conference, in a weak division at the time, to consistently be one of the top teams in the NFC. They never were. Not to mention, when you look at all of these numbers that some of these defenses are putting up, Ron Rivera's defense in Washington never put up those type of numbers. They had a lot of studs on that defense. And I said, why not trade one of them? Why not trade possibly two of them? You got 3 defensive tackles. You don't need that many. You got a whole line full of great players. Why? Like, you're not good. They're not putting up career sack numbers every year. They're not forcing the most sacks in the league every year. So why? Why are you paying all of these dudes when you can trade them to go help another part of your team? So the fact that they are finally trying to trade him, even though it's a new ownership group, they really finna get fucked because he should have been traded sooner than this. But it is what it is. I think Washington is going to field a great team going into next season. Like, why? Now, I don't know if they'll be better than the Eagles, but the Eagles are going to lose a couple players. The Eagles offense is going to be very hard for me because the Eagles got so much weaponry on the offense, bro. Saquon, Devontae, AJ, Goddard, that offensive line. Like, even if I believe that Jalen Hurts is not better than, as an individual player, Jalen might not be as talented to me as Jaden. He make up for it in every other area. And not to mention that, to me, that talent, boy, them gonna be some good games if Washington can put together a good team. They got to be able to stop the run. Saquon, you will not have good games against Philly if you cannot stop Saquon. If Saquon do what he did to Washington them 2 games or 3 games last year, if he do that shit again this year, it's gonna be a tough one. So to me, now that you got Deebo, I really they don't have to. It's not going to cost them too much, or it probably won't. They can get a running back. They can find that type of running back. I think they got to focus on that defensive side of the ball. Bobby Wagner getting older. Well, getting older. He is old. To me, it's some nice pieces on the defense, but that's the part of the team that clearly needs the most work is the D. And I do think they could get a better offensive line also. I'm not in love with the offensive line either. And I hope I just said defense, and now I'm finna start pointing out shit on the offense. And I hope Cliff open up the offense a little bit more for Jaden this year. To me, Jaden's next step in being great is timing plays. Like, and I'm not talking about them short routes and shit like that. Like, I want to see Jaden Daniels being able to drop back and they can pick up big chunk yards now. Like, because that's the type of offense I think they can have if they on time. Because to me, last year they did have chunk plays here and there, but they don't have. Now that you add Deebo, oh, and I don't know if Zach Ertz coming back. That's an interesting one. Is Zach Ertz coming back? Now, I mean, think about this. When they were double teaming McLaurin, and Zach Ertz just couldn't get open at certain times because he's an older dude now. He did get open a lot, but let's say, and sometimes he didn't get open. He just caught the contested catches. Let's say that's locked down now. Well, now you got Deebo. And I am so sorry for the second receiver whose name I continuously have forgotten throughout this entire show. I know you are there. I see you. I hear you. I just cannot remember your name, big dog. I know you are a good part of that offense. I just truly have forgotten your name for some reason. And I usually don't forget players' names for the whole show. I usually remember it eventually. I cannot remember your name. Like nothing. My mind is blank right now. I can't even see your, well, I see your face in my head, but barely though. And before we get on up out of here, I didn't even intend for this to be this long a show. The first topic got me going a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of got me going. Last thing I want to talk about is John Cena going heel. I know I talked about it on the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber recap show, but I didn't spend as much time on that as I spent on the women's wrestling. Clearly, I love women's wrestling, bro. So, sue me. But I just want to say, addressing John Cena's heel, I will have a more in-depth video on my thoughts and all the possibilities that can come out of this, on the things that I think can happen with as far as John Cena's heel turn going forward. I just did not have all the time to. I didn't want to make the show longer than it already was, because I knew I had already spent basically an hour talking about, about 50 minutes talking about the first match. And then I skimmed through a couple of the other matches. So, but you should definitely check out that show. We got pictures basically depicting the entire. I'm really proud of the first match, because I basically, with all the pictures that I used, I basically painted you a picture of how the opening of that match went. Now, we missed the chunks in the middle, but I didn't want to give away the entirety of the match. I wanted you to be able to go see the match for yourself. If you're not watching wrestling at this point, man, what are you doing? I don't understand this need for people to say they hate wrestling, yo. If you got kids, your kids will love it. It's grown ass people who love it. It's rich people who love it. I don't understand the common broke man saying, oh, it's fake, bro. Rich people enjoy it. So I don't understand why this would be something that you all of a sudden, because that's not even like a, oh, that's a rich people thing, bro. What? I've been to multiple wrestling events. Seen millionaires sit in front rows and shit. Camera never panned to them once. They just there for the love of the game. But for some reason, your broke ass hate it because it's fake. Some of you niggas need a true grip on reality. But that being said, though, I appreciate you for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint, the birthday edition. I just had to get some things off my chest for my birthday, I guess. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell somebody you fuck with him. Tell somebody you love him. You can be anything in this world. So choose to be kind to somebody today, please. And if you can, teach somebody to be kind to somebody today. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing. I'm telling you, boy, we need some love right now. But I appreciate you for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Be good people, please. I fuck with you. I love you. Saint out.
I promised myself I wasn't gonna bring up race in this battle. Well, that was a white lie.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking or something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber, you out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home.
night.